here, and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks. And today I would like to talk to you about what happens when we crochet in public. First of all, I would like to discuss how to prepare when we want to go out and crochet in public, and I would like to discuss as well what actually happens when you're out and about crocheting. I would also like to talk about when and why we would be crocheting in public and how our hobby can help us. Now, how do you prepare for crocheting out and about? Have a dedicated project for when you are outside your house. It can live in a tote bag, for instance, like these, by the door. Maybe it could be your project that you have next to your bed that you keep portable, ready to take with you. I always have a small bag, specifically that one there, that I fill with whichever project is portable at the time. Check to see if your hook and scissors are in there, very important. Have a small bag inside your work bag, for instance, with your crochet items that you replenish regularly and that you take out the parts that you have finished as well. But what if you were caught out and you left home without your project? Hide a set of yarn, hook and scissors in your car, for instance in a plastic bag. Have a pattern that you can always use, that you can print off and put in here, or that you know by heart, and that way you are saved. Also, if you go out without your hook and scissors, you will still have your spare ones in the car. You could also have a car project that actually lives in the car, in its own bag with everything you need. And then of course there's always Pinterest or something online if you've come out and you haven't got anything else to do, providing of course you have internet. If you don't, you'll just have to look for lovely colours in the location that you are and keep yourself busy that way. Generally, a good project for when you are out and about crocheting in public has the following characteristics. Not too many balls. Maybe use a magic cake. Not too complicated a pattern. Make sure it's an easy pattern. Have it printed out. Put it in with your bag. Maybe you know the pattern by heart. There's not too much counting involved. The project is not too big, like a blanket. It's a small item that you're making, for instance, squares, drawstring bag or a scarf. It's a mindless pattern that you can do anywhere. And also it's that kind of project that you can take up, start crocheting and put down straight away when you need to. Now, when would you crochet out and about? On a car journey, when you're obviously not driving yourself? On the bus, on the train, on your commute to work? On plane journeys, waiting to board, the long hours on the flight, in waiting rooms for doctor or hospital appointments, when you're waiting for the kids in the car, when you have taken them to their sports location and things like that, in a traffic jam. Oh my goodness, this is my worst nightmare. Being caught in a traffic jam, traffic going nowhere for absolutely hours and sitting there for such a long time, and I have forgotten my crochet project at home. and I keep imagining all the hours of crochet I could have done. So I always take an extra ball of yarn just in case. So, what happens when you crochet when you are out and about? If you are worried about taking out your project and starting to work on it, don't worry about it. People really do not notice. People generally do mind their own business, just like you are minding your own business by crocheting. And if they do notice, I have never had anyone say anything negative. Generally, they are wondering what you're doing, they are interested in what you are making, and you have to be ready to satisfy their curiosity by telling them all about it and possibly correcting them in the nicest possible way that you are actually doing crocheting. And I generally just clearly use it in a sentence. I just use the word crocheting in a sentence, and that way they realize what it is called and that you have learned this from YouTube and that you make lots and lots of other lovely things. Now, why would we crochet out and about? As a way, of course, to make the time go faster when we have to wait, sit in traffic or commute. On a plane when we travel. 5 hours on a plane means if I start the shawl at home and establish the pattern, 5 hours later I disembark wearing the shawl. And also recently I was on a train crocheting the Marianne shawl. It's a way to use our time efficiently, not to just sit there doing nothing on your phone maybe. Or, imagine if you commuted every day and you manage to make a square every day. You end up with 21 squares every month. Without the weekend days, of course. And after 5 months, you have 100 squares. After 7 months, you will have just about 150 squares. I'm just guessing. That's enough for a blanket. And that could be a present for someone. And you see, this you would have made in time that you would have just done nothing normally. How can crochet help us? Crocheting can calm us. It's a way to keep our hands busy when we're nervous, anxious or worried. It's a way to distract us when we're feeling anxious, waiting for an appointment, waiting for an op, maybe waiting for someone else to have an op if you've gone with them for support and you are in the waiting room. Oh my goodness, waiting at the dentist. Don't let me go there. And in situations like this, crocheting can be a real lifesaver. It can distract you and calm you down, having to concentrate a bit on your hands and the yarn and the hook. It all helps. I have gone to places where I was really nervous, and even just having that crochet project in my bag was enough to know that I had it just in case. I didn't have the opportunity to actually crochet, but just knowing I had it with me helped. And when I did crochet in a waiting room, when I got called, the ice was broken straight away because the nurse said, "Oh, what are you making?" And it provided for a topic of conversation to take my mind off what was actually happening. Don't worry about what other people might think. You know what crochet can do for you, and you know the benefits you feel and the beautiful things you can create. Bring out your crochet and show the world what you are making with our magic wand and some yarn. Be proud of our hobby and the fact that we can make beautiful things with it and show it off. It's a traditional craft We want to make it seen so other people are interested in it and they too take up the hook and continue the tradition for the future. And if anyone comments on it, just send them my way. I will tell them what's what. Thank you for joining me in my video today. I hope you liked it and I look forward to seeing pictures of you when you are out and about crocheting. Feel free to post them in the Facebook group Ophelia Talks Crochet. Now, if it's not an Ophelia Talks project that you are making, just show us your hook and yarn and say, hey, I'm crocheting in public. Thank you for watching my video and I will see you in the next one. Bye!